Okay, so can people in the back hear me? Yes? Yes? Okay. So, do you recognize this? What is the thing I'm holding right now? Does it remind you of anything? Yes, exactly, the umbrella revolution. Very smart. I never thought of that. Okay, so that goes there. Yes, actually, the umbrella revolution is one of my main themes of my presentation today. Hello, everyone. Thank you for being here on a precious Saturday afternoon, possibly early evening. My name is Stephanie Liu Fengxin, and I'm a final year student here at Lingnan University. I'm from the Department of Translation. You can see I look different from the picture because I cut my hair. It was a bold decision. Yeah, but it's nice. I like it. Yeah. So political topics can always be quite sensitive. But don't worry, I'm not here to talk about the movement itself. I'm not here to judge. I won't be judging whether or not this movement could be or needs to be justified. I won't be talking about whether the movement does more harm than good or the other way around. No, I won't be talking about any of this today. I'm here to share with you a perspective of this specific event of how you and I, the young generation, could be of great impact to this society. So in October 2014, something big happened in Hong Kong. Students were out on the street fighting for what they believe was right. It's all over the news, occupying the cover pages of major medias, headlines. It's all over social media and Facebook statuses, Instagram posts, tweets, and blogs. And this is the impact brought by a bunch of students, a bunch of young students in Hong Kong. How could you ever imagine these students who won't even speak up in class? Like, Mark was surprised he got any response today. Like, yeah, you should see our classrooms. Like, every time teacher throws out a question, and it's like, it was awkward. And these students who won't even speak up in class just because they didn't want to seem too eager, or just because they didn't want to say something stupid and get laughed at. Yeah, I'm one of those students. But these quiet students were actually out there on the street trying their best to voice out what they believe is right and their concerns. You know, there's a thing about growing up in an Asian society or Asian community. We tend to develop this habit of staying quiet. In a society that's dominated by Confucian culture, where the principal relationships are very much emphasized on, we're told from a very young age the importance of discipline. Be a good kid, not a rebel. We're educated the importance of obedience. Rules are made to be followed, not to go against. We're expected to live a predestined life. It has almost become a norm for Asian people or people from other culture, possibly. You're supposed to study hard, so you get good grades. So you get a good job, and then you can find a proper other half to get married. And when you have children, you watch them grow and make sure they repeat the same path that you had gone through yourself. And anything else other than that just didn't matter, as long as they don't contribute to this predestined path to success. Changing the society, going against what the elders say, go back to your room. Stop talking nonsense. Haven't you heard that silence is golden? That's what we get a lot. And this norm has been manipulating Asian people, Asian young children, young generation, for ages. And it almost always worked. You know, people there sitting in the office making decisions, they were once young too. They once had the ambition to change the society, but they never had the courage to. Or maybe they did try once or twice, but they failed and never did again. Because deep down there, they're so much affected by the values they were spoon-fed with. But it's no longer the same. Time changes, technology advances. We're receiving far more information than ever before with our smartphones, tablets, social media. And we're no longer satisfied living a boring life that we were expected to. We wanted something more. Imagine living a life that you can almost predict all the paths that you're going to take, even from the beginning. Would it be a nightmare? That's not something I want. And the young people in Hong Kong has made a choice. They no longer want to just sit there and be told what are the things they can do and what are the things they can't do, when they already have an answer in their hearts of what contributes to the future of Hong Kong. I'm not here to judge whether or not this is the best choice, and I wouldn't even say this was the right thing to do. After all, what is right and what is wrong? And I'm not asking people to go out there and go against the government. Like, if you get caught, don't say my name. What I see here is brave souls standing up for what they believe is right. It was certainly not an easy decision. It must have taken thousands of times of struggles, knowing that the results might not be so satisfying and the possible consequences that might cost them much. But yet, they were bold enough to take that first step forward, and from that moment on, everything has changed. And there is certainly no turning back in history. If this never happened, us, the post-90s, would just be the generation that people lost hope on. In the eyes of the previous generations, our parents, our grandparents, our teachers, our future employers would just be a bunch of kids who knows nothing. Would just be a bunch of kids who would be or should be focusing on DSE results, getting good GPA in university, finding a good job. And when we have time, we would be like playing with our phones, just scrolling on our phones, laughing like a fool, giving likes, doing things like that. And nothing else seemed to matter to us. And whenever we brought up serious topics like politics, like dreams and stuff, we'll be told that you're not old enough for that. Or even worse, just a brutal shut up, what do you know? But that day eventually came when all of a sudden we felt the urge to let those grown-ups know that what are the things that we care about. We wanted to be heard, and we finally had the courage to be heard. And it turned over a new chapter, although it's not easy. Future for us is no longer getting good results in DSE, finding a good job. It had broadened. It meant something more. We came to realize that the young people are actually the future of the society. Well, Kofi Annan once said that you're never too young to lead. You're never too young to do what you actually believe in. We keep saying that this world belongs to the young, but it only belongs to you if you take it. We all have the sense of boldness deep down in our hearts, but the fire is put out by doubts that we have for ourselves. I believe that everyone had this moment in life where we came across something that we really wanted to change. And we even have this brilliant plan in our minds, and we know how to execute it. But on a second thought, we start doubting ourselves. Am I really capable of this? What will other people think of me? What if I fail? Would people laugh at me? And then with all these doubts we have for ourselves about our own abilities, we'll gradually lose that sense of boldness, passion, and courage that we had in the first place. We talk a lot about the concepts of youth leadership, but are we really going to make an impact just by talking about it? We're going to workshops, trainings, or presentations. Are we really going to make that impact? I don't think so. It will never happen if we don't take that first step forward. It's not easy, but the young people in Hong Kong has done a fairly well job. I'm not saying that you should just go out on the streets and go against the authorities of government. And I'm not saying that, I see some young guests here, so I'm not saying that you should just talk back to parents. No. What I'm saying here is that we should be brave in doing what we believe is right and start living like walking brands of leadership. This is the best time. We're being heard, and this is the best opportunity that we should be holding on to. In the past, we were considered young and naive, but it's no longer the same, and there is no turning back in history. I've always wondered what would happen if we followed the predestined path. Would this society still be developing sustainably? History has shown us what one great leader can do. Imagine everyone upheld this bold and risk-taking attitude and start living positively. What would it be like? Well, one individual can only do so little, but when we put all the brave souls together, we'll be getting a truly remarkable picture. About 2 or 3 years ago, I'm a very shy person. My face would turn red to an extreme that I'm having a two-people conversation. But today, I'm here bold enough to share with you the thoughts that I have, the beliefs that I have. I'm not preaching to you. I'm trying to start a conversation of how this first step can be of great change. And I hope next time I will be seeing other people taking this first step, standing up for what you believe in. Thank you.